Good morning, everyone. I'm Priscilla Ranjitkar, and today I'll be talking about how to create a bike-friendly school and how to build a supportive culture for bike commuters. And on today's agenda, I'll be talking about Go DC Go, Go by Bike, Capital Bike Shares, a little bit about bike education and promotion, and a little bit about how Go DC Go can help you as well. And if you have any questions, you can always ask at the end of the presentation as well, or you can just drop in your questions as you go as well. So if you haven't heard about GoDCGo, GoDCGo is an initiative of the District Department of Transportation, and we encourage the use of sustainable transportation. We provide leading resource for transportation information and option and encourage the use of sustainable transportation. We offer complementary transit resources and consulting services to DC organization and commuters. I work with schools, all the DCPS, charter, and private schools, and I connect with all the district schools to help them as in like the staff, students, and families to get to and from school in a sustainable manner and provide them with resources. And our goal serves to decrease traffic congestion, improve air quality, and create a better quality of life in the DC area. A little bit about the DC bike infrastructure in the DC area. DC is one of the most bike-friendly cities in the US, and we have a bike score of 92, and 3% of the residents bike to work, and 140, there's 145 in-street bike corrals, and more than 8,000 bike racks around the city, and there's more 160 plus miles of bike lanes and trails that you can safely bike around. And the zero emissions, the average car commuter travels 34 miles and emits 222 pounds of CO2 however, the average cyclist emits zero emissions, so it's very clean, very environmental friendly. It's a win-win for everyone as well, and it's fun to ride around as well. It's very cost efficient. Average new bike costs about $108, and average new car maintenance cost is about $10,000. So you save on a lot of money when you bike. So let me talk a little bit about what bike-friendly schools are. So bike-friendly schools are schools that provide facilities, space, and programming to foster a bike-friendly culture at school. And it's a combination of both physical infrastructures as well as policies, programs that the school implements in their program. And they actively promote biking as a transportation option for the community members and involves the whole community in cycling initiatives as well. So I'll be talking a little bit about the benefits of biking in terms of two perspective. For the school, there's benefits as in like it improves employee and student health, improves morale, helps employee retention rate, reduces carbon footprint, boosts students' focus as well as they get some kind of physical activity in the morning and then in the afternoon, boosts attendance rate as well. And for the benefits for students and staff is it's a form of low impact exercise, reduces stress, time efficient commute mode, reduces carbon footprint, reliable form of transportation, and improves productivity as well. And you don't have to worry about having to find parking tickets, worry about parking tickets, gas, costs, and everything that comes with it as well. And how to create a space for the bicyclists. The schools undergoing renovations or updates. Now is the perfect time to improve your facilities, add any bike racks. If you want to plan around anything or need suggestions, you can always book an appointment with GoDCGo or with me as well. We can help you come up with strategies, come up with a plan as well, or what best looks for your school as well. And all the services we provide is free of cost, of course. You can identify your school's current facilities, so like have assessment, and if you want to add anything, see what's missing, what's not, and add anything that is missing for the students or staff so that they can park their bike, they can lock their bike around the school area as well. And if you think there aren't enough public bike racks around your school, you can also call 311 to request a bike rack, and the DDOT people will come assess the area and see if it's deemed to have more bike racks or not. And of course, there's Capital Bike Share as well. Find your nearest station around at capitalbikeshare.com/explore. And you can also request a station at cabby station request .dc.gov. So if you think there are multiple people who is willing to bike around your area or your school, you can always see if you can request a closed cabby station around your school as well. And I've seen that the DDOT do consider if there are multiple residents around you, multiple schools around you, and there is a high demand of bicycles around you, they definitely do assess that as well. And installing school bike infrastructure, you can also install outdoor and indoor bike racks, and you can install indoor bike storages where the students and staff feel that they can store their bikes around your school area in a safe manner. You can install bike fix-it stations as well as bike pumps, and a lot of bike if you want to take your bikes in the metro, there are bike racks around the metro as well, and designate bike drop-off and pickup locations so that it is outside of the usual pickup and drop-off traffic, and they are not disturbed, as well as the car are not disturbed either. And it's safe for the students and the staff as well when they bike around. So some of the employee benefits and programs are Capital Bike Share. So DCPS, if you already didn't know, DCPS staff get free Capital Bike Share membership with their DC government email. I'll talk a little bit more about the Capital Bike Share in detail in a while, but just want to mention that there's also alternatives for private and charter schools. We have corporate membership available, which is significantly reduced price. And I'll be talking about in more detail in a while. Bicyclist benefits. So offer bicycle benefits or create your own as well. For example, if you want to give incentives or find incentive programs, or we also have Go DMV Challenge going on with our Go DC Go, where we provide incentives to staff who commute to school in a sustainable manner, and they just have to log in their commute, and they can earn points and incentives and cash prizes through the new platform as well. Um, you can also offer flexible schedules where possible, and if that's possible at all as well, and have repair services like Velo Fix or WABA workshops at your school as well. You can always contact WABA. They do multiple sessions of how to maintain your bike, how to ride a bike as well, either for the students or staff. You just have to coordinate with them. There might be a small fee, but there are days where GoDCGo as well as WABA, they organize events for the students or the staff as well, or for adults in general. And we also have this program called Guaranteed Ride Home program, where the program, if you enroll in it for staff who use sustainable transportation more than twice a week, sustainable transportation in form of walking, biking, carpooling, vanpooling, using the transit, they can get free rides home in case of any emergency for employees who commute sustainably at least twice per week. And they can use up to 6 times per year, and this can be done through commuter connections as well. And just wanted to let you all know that all the things that I've been talking about, we will send a recap email. So all the presentation, all the slides will be sent out to you as well. and with the link included in it. So like I mentioned earlier, I will be talking a little bit about the Capital Bike Share in detail, all for DCPS charter private schools, for staff as well as students. And so to begin with, Capital Bike Share, also known as CABI, is the third largest bike share in the US. And it's the city bike that you see around the city. It's either black in color, silver in color, or silver, black, or red in color. Red is the most common one, which you need to pedal, and the e-bikes are black or silver in color. And it's the most affordable bike share system in the country. And there's about 700 plus station, and over 50% is in the district. There are some of them in Maryland and Virginia as well. And benefits for the school staff is, of course, I mentioned earlier, DCPS free Capital Bike Share annual membership through the DC government email. There will be a link included in the recap email for folks who are attending today, so that you can encourage your staff to use free Capital Bike Share membership, and there's going to be instructions on how they can redeem their free Capital Bike Share as well. And for charter and private schools, there's corporate membership available. I wanted to go a little bit more in depth about the Capital Bike Share corporate membership. It's a subsidized CABI annual membership for private and charter schools employees. So if your employees are interested in biking to work, there are CABI stations around your work, or work as in your school. It's it's a commuter benefit that you can add on to the commuter benefits that you already have. And just wanted to let you know that when you want to enroll in this program, you don't have to pay until and unless the employee enrolls in the program. So a little bit more on the detail of the pricing. It can be either fully or partially subsidized membership. For example, here it says fully. So when you enroll in this, the school decides to pay $50 for each employee who signs up. Usually the price is about $95. The whole annual membership is $95, but for corporate membership, for full subsidy is $50. And the employee pays 0%, $0. However, there's also partial subsidy where like the burden isn't too much on the school. So it can be $25 for the school and $25 for the employees. So that like if the school as well as the employee is interested, it's a 50-50 pay for both of them. And if employees is really interested, $25 isn't much for the whole year either, and there's a lot of benefit that comes with it as well. And if you're interested, please email info@GoDCGo or fill out the enrollment form. It will be sent in the recap email. And not the last, but we also have a program called CABI for High School program. This program is for the students. It's the third year of the program. My bad, I didn't recognize this, but this is the third year of the program, and we have had a successful program so far. So the whole goal of the program is to enable high school students aged 16 and older to sign up for and use Capital Bike Share as a form of transportation to get to and from school in a sustainable manner. This also provides them with recreational activity, and we've worked with multiple students, and we've gotten multiple positive feedback. So this is a great program. So GoDCGo distributes free annual membership codes and helmets upon completion of the bike safety presentation. So we come and do a bike safety presentation at the schools as well. And unfortunately, this is just offered to the DCPS and charter schools. We just offered it to the charter school this year, and we'll be offering it to DCPS and charter schools for the next 2025-26 school year as well. And if you're interested in enrolling your school, and if you think your high schoolers or your adult education receivers are interested, they can always please come to us, and we can talk. We can educate you more about this CABI for High School program and have you enroll in the program, and we can start distributing codes for the students as well. This is a great program that if you're a high school that is attending the webinar today or know anyone in your circle who works in high school or is a high school student, I think this is a great opportunity for everyone to take advantage of as well. A little bit about the bike education and promotion and how to create programs for the cyclists as well. So create a bike buddy program. This is huge in different schools as well. For the employee program, you can match employees to bike to and from the school together. So this is a great form of catching up with your colleague and having a buddy to bike to school every day or frequently. For the students, you can pair your younger students with older students or staff members to teach them how to determine the best and the safest bicycle route, ride safely in the traffic, or choose biking gear, or take bikes on the bus, and as well as other tips and techniques for the students who are just new to biking. You can also create a bike bus program as well. And we also have a transportation demand management plan. You can create a transportation management plan and include bicycle strategies as well as install bike racks or showers, promote couple bike share. You can decide to strategize all through the CDM plan, and this doesn't all just have to focus around biking, but also can be for other sustainable option as well, or to encourage your staff and students to use sustainable transportation methods. And you can also promote bicycling classes to staff and students. And we have different resources. You can always consult with us. You can always come to us, and we can help you with all the materials, all the strategies, all are so you can start with a survey, and we can start with that as well. And of course, everyone wants to have fun, so you can create a friendly, fun environment around your school. So create a bike club or bike walk club, form bike buses with the help of staff and with the help of parents as well. And start with a small group, and you can expand it onto a bigger one as well. We've worked with multiple schools, for example, Mundo Verde. We've also worked with Dunbar High School, and those are some of the great example schools that have started their bike bus by themselves, and we've started helping them on the side as well. But those schools are great example, and some of the resources we've already worked with is if you're not familiar, we have Coach Balto, who is famous with creating bike buses around the DC as well as Oregon, the West state area. So I will also include those resources here as well. I did a webinar earlier in last month. I can include that recap here as well so that um, it gives you more resources for you all to create a bike bus as well. Also, you can give, to make it more fun, give bike t-shirts to participating employees as well as students with school logo. And that also encourages as well as is a form of advertisement for your school as well. And participate in organized rides. For example, GoDCGo does it for high schoolers or who already knows how to ride bikes, but you can also organize your own small ones around the local area so that it's fun for the students. Recognize active members, so recognizing the students or staff who already bike to school, and just looking through that, other staff and students also learn from them. You can do photo contests. Students and employees share their pictures of themselves on their bikes with their friends and add bike related activities so that the other students can look and see how fun it is biking to school. There are multiple bike celebration. April 22nd, which is coming up soon, is Earth Day. And if you want to celebrate that and to encourage students to be more environmental friendly, you can encourage them to bike to school. And May is also National Bike Month. So there are events such as Bike to School Day, which is May 7th, and there are events at different parks across the district. So encourage the students to participate in it. Bike to Work Day is May 15th, 2025. So you can encourage your employees to register for the Bike to Work Day. And there's about over 100 pits in the DC metro region with snacks, t-shirts, and more. And encourage your employees to register at the pit stop near their home as well. You can always invite GoDCCO to support any bike events leading up to Bike Work Day, Bike School Day, and you can also remember us any other days. If there are fairs, resources that you need, you can invite us, and we'll come to your school if our schedule aligns. Um, you can host events such as hosting events at, for example, back to school programming and also traffic garden for your young students, bike focus field trips, summer camp classes, and elective as well. You can provide that as an option for the students. I know multiple high school who have already installed a bike class in their school. They learn how to maintain the bikes, learn all about bikes, and are very bike enthusiasts. So some of the examples are Coolidge High School, Dunbar High School. They're huge on biking, and um, there are coaches who are very enthusiastic who educate their students about biking as well. Bike decorating events for the students, they can decorate their bikes. Usually GoDCCO has events where the students and staff and families can come together to for biking pop-up events, as well as there are large events where we bring out all the bike resources, vendors, so that you can come and have fun with us, as well as learn about more resources about biking as well. So if you want to subscribe to our newsletter, you can do so, and we can send you more information about the events. All the events are fun, it's free of cost. So subscribe to our newsletter and you'll get more information about the future events. And you can also do family biking events, bike safety trainings, and learn to ride events. Incorporate that into PE classes. I know a lot of schools, they incorporate that into their PE classes in their elementary school, so that the students, when they're young, that's the best age for them to learn. So incorporate that when you're young. But even if there are students who don't know how to ride bike at their later age, there's WABA who can help you with the programs as well and provide you all with classes. You just need to consult with WABA. And if you're interested, yeah, please connect with me and I can connect you with the right person at WABA. So some of the biking resources, so relevant resources, it'll be included in the recap email, but there's a sample bike loaner agreement where, for example, if there are bikes for your school and if you want to loan that bike to your employee or to your students, you can have a agreement, and this is just an example of the loan agreement, but it'll be included in the recap email. We also have D-Dot e-bike incentive program. Unfortunately, this year's program has it just ended, but like this is an ongoing program, so keep an eye out for another year. And we have a school pool, a platform where we can organize bike pools for the students as well, and it's not just limited to bike pools, it's also carpools and pools for the students as well, but the school needs to register first in order for the parents and families to start using this platform. Also, there are bike donations. You can contact churches or bike shops to see if they have any bikes that they can donate to your school. I know D-Dot has worked with different schools to provide them with bikes that are for young ages, so that they can incorporate that activity as well as a form of class in PE classes. For the students, there's Bike House and there's Velocity Bike Cooperative, and as well as WABA, they all have some kind of deals going on. They recycle the bikes, and there's secondhand bikes that are in great conditions that they sell for a significant amount of price, you can always inform the staff and the students about these opportunities as well. And a little bit about GoDCGO resources. Of course, I've mentioned about hosting events with GoDCGO, but if there's any events and if any questions, or if you want to host any webinars at your school, you can always invite GoDCGO or consult with us and meet with me. I'd be happy to talk about anything about sustainable transportation related at your school, encourage more sustainable transportation, and educate your community about sustainable transportation as well. And we have this program at GoDCGO called Transportation All-Star Program. So with all the recognition and the efforts you've done, please get recognized for your efforts. So become a Transportation All-Star. We have different tier-based program where you get recognized in terms of what you're doing at your school, and we'll give you either bronze, silver, gold, or platinum level. And the platinum level gets a silver, not a silver, a glass award at our All-Star Award ceremony, which is happening soon as well. And if you're invited in it, and if you've already gotten the invitation, we would love to see you all at the Transportation All-Star program and All-Star Award ceremony, which is going to happen next week. And you can also get featured in our GoDCGO success stories. For example, if you've had multiple events or multiple successes at your school and you want to get recognized for your success stories, please connect with us, and we would be happy to work with you as well as feature it in our success stories as well. And if you or any of your community members, staff, students, or even general people, if they want to request bike maps, you can request at info@godecgo.com. We can either provide you in a bulk, or as well as if there are individual ones who just wants one or two, you can always send your mailing address at info@godecgo and request a bike map. And the 2025 bike maps are being released soon, so we're excited to see that as well. You can also use GoDCGO's interactive map, which if you plug in your point A to point B, it shows all of the sustainable transportation modes that you can get around the city. That's all for the how to create a bike-friendly webinar. I hope you learned something from my webinar today. I'd be happy to discuss anything you have. But my information is right here. If you want to schedule an appointment, you can also send an email to me. But if you have any questions, I'm open to questions right now. But in the future, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Does anyone have any questions? Let me check the chat right here. It says, hi, could you give us info cost grants for installing fixed stations or pumps by school bike rack? That's definitely a great question. I don't have the cost and grants at this moment, but I will send that information out in the recap email just in case anyone else has the same question as well. And any other question from the audience? If there's no questions, I can, of course, you can always email us, but thank you so much for your time today. The Bike to School Month, National Bike Month is coming up soon, so please be ready for that. Invite GoDCGO. We're always happy to help you host the events. The day of Bike to School Day, we are usually in one of the parks, so we will send out an invite for that as well. But if you have any small school activity going at your school and you want GoDCGO's presents, please invite us and we'd be happy to be there. But if no questions, thank you so much for attending today, and hope to see you all form bike pools and do great things around, create a bike-friendly school around your school. Thank you so much and have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.